You're an owner and you get to make two choices. I'm curious where you come down. You get to have Kyle Shanahan running your offense or Vic Fangio running your defense. We're not talking about a head coach situation, just Shanahan, Fangio. And if you want to say a tie, I'll even take that. Who's better, Shanahan at offense or Fangio at defense?
Oh, my gosh. All right, so to answer the question, I think I would say Shanahan, but that's probably based on age and that he'll be doing it for me for a longer time.
Okay, well, let's just
for this game.
Let's just say
forget the future. Okay. Just today, like who's better?
Yeah, who's better?
I think Fangio. I think Fangio is better. I think when you look at their matchups in the past, it hasn't been a bunch of them, and they've been a while ago. But Fangio has gotten the better of him, and just the way Vic Fangio took this defense last year from what it was the year before, from what it was at the beginning of the season, and turned it into that Super Bowl juggernaut that we saw at the end. And then this year to lose all those guys in free agency, and you look at it and say, well, they got to take a step back this year. And maybe it has been a small step back, but I think we all go into this playoff run saying Vic Fangio versus any offensive coach in the NFL. I'll take Vic Fangio to come up with a way to keep this Eagles team in the game. So, I will go with Fangio.
It's a great matchup. Look, last
what
time
about
we saw
Shanahan versus Sirianni?
Yeah,
Who would you rather have as a head coach?
That's the next question. You're the owner. You get to pick one as the head coach. Which one are you picking?
All right, so I'm a random team in the NFL, or I am the Eagles right now as currently set up?
Well,
it's an important question because here's the conversation around Sirianni is that with the Eagles, you kind of can't argue against it. All he's done is won games and won the Super Bowl. Now,
is that due to his excellence or the roster and the GM?
The setup of the Eagles is that Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie run the show, and they actually even hired the defensive coordinator, and I would argue those are the driving forces behind the team's success. So if I were another owner right now looking for an NFL coach, I would take Kyle Shanahan over Nick Sirianni. Now, with this specific example, with the Eagles and their setup, you could make the case for Sirianni.
And by the way, let me just throw this caveat in the conversation. I don't think it's crazy talk to have Shanahan be your answer. What I do think is crazy talk is when John acts like it's not close. That's sort of where I object. Because I think Sirianni's a great coach. I think he's a great game manager. I think he's a great culture setter.